Time has finally come. No more dilly-dallying, no more sugarcoating it. It's time to find out who is the ultimate Honkai Impact 3rd character in Hunger Games. What, did you really expect me to do actual power scaling? Look, if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that I don't like power scaling. I just want to do something fun today. I saw a lot of other channels doing this, and I always wanted to make a custom Hunger Games simulator for Honkai Impact 3rd. And you may say, Homu, it's 2024, who the f still does this? Oh, shut up and have some fun. For those of you unaware of the Hunger Games and what this is, it's basically a survival simulator that I customized to include the characters from Honkai Impact 3rd. The characters are split into 12 districts, each containing 2 members, and are competing against each other to see who survives and is crowned the ultimate Honkai Impact 3rd character. But before that, let me introduce you to the ultimate real-time tactics RPG, the sponsor of today's video, Ash Echoes. Thank you Ash Echoes for sponsoring this video. For those of you who do not know, Ash Echoes is an upcoming real-time tactics game featuring stunning character designs, strategic elemental reactions, and a roguelike mode called Echoing Nexus. The game just released on November 13 and is available on iOS, Android and PC via Steam or the official website. Yes, you heard it right. The game is fully optimized for PC and I promise you that it runs well. I had the pleasure to try the game myself and all I can say is that I was pleasantly surprised. As the director of CEED, lead unique characters through a dynamic world of stunning 2D and 3D art, facing challenges across realms and uncovering mysteries that shape a new era. The game has a lot of depth with its strategic team building, diverse gameplay, clean overall aesthetics and character designs, a balanced gender ratio, and a beautifully written plot. So, what are you waiting for? Use the link in the description and download the game to get up to 200 free pulls on release. Once again, thank you Ash Echoes for sponsoring this video and thank you for checking out their product. Now, back to the video. To start this off, let me introduce the 12 districts to you. District number 1 is composed of Kiana Kaslana and Raiden Mei. Truth to be told, although I don't like power scaling, if we go with the canon powers, this group is the clear winner. I mean, Kiana can just snap her fingers and win this. District number 2 is made up by Bronya Zajcik and Selevolerei. Not much to say here. Bronya has a big advantage here since she can create pretty much anything she needs to survive. District number 3 are Schicksal's S-rank Valkyries, Rita Rosweise and Bianca Tagina. This is overall a strong group with Durandal being the bronze and Rita the brain. District number 4, hailing from Kokolia's orphanage, the Olenieva sisters Rosalia and Lilia. I expect nothing but pure chaos from this group. Next is a grandfather-granddaughter combo, District number 5, Aro Apocalypse and Teresa Apocalypse, the former and current Schicksal overseers. I can't really see them winning, but if I learn one thing through the story is to never underestimate Aro. District 6 is the Girl Failures group, Li Sushang and Susana Manat. Yeah, no, they don't stand a chance. I mean, one can barely use a smartphone and the other can barely stay on 2 legs. Next, we have some previous era representation. District 7 is formed by Kevin Kaslana and Sue, another strong group with Sue's eyes of body being able to survey the area and see upcoming dangers. Also, he needs no introductions. He's a hero, he's a philosopher, he is Kevin! District number 8 is made up by the one and only, the master of consciousness, the almighty Hersher of Sentience! And also her caretaker, Fuhua. Will these two totally opposed personalities be able to work together and win? I highly doubt that. But hey, at least Fuhua is immortal, so good luck killing her. District number 9 is the Olenieva sisters, but on crack. We have our resident masked fools, Vita and Sparkle. Not gonna lie, I expect many great things from these two. And when I say great things, I mean that I want them to make as much chaos as possible. District 10 is the non-human district. We have Mistalin, Shariak and Prometheus, the Stigmata AI combo. I don't think they are really interested in winning, and knowing them, they just want to learn more about humans and gather data. District number 11, we have the boys, Welt Yang and Siegfried Kaslana. This is going to be interesting since Siegfried is competing against his daughters and Welt against his student. And the final district, District 12, made up by Liesel, Albert, Einstein and Frederica Nikola Tesla. Look, in terms of pure brain power, this group is clearly the winner. But let's see how they can put their brain to good use here. Surely it won't be that easy. And with all the districts introduced, let the Honkai showdown begin. The bloodbath begins and we see the tributes standing on the podium. The horn sounds signaling the start. Sue and Cele run away from the cornucopia. Teresa grabs a backpack, not realizing that it's empty, while May snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Su Shang runs away from the cornucopia. Aro scares Welt away from the cornucopia, which is something he would definitely do. Tesla grabs a backpack and retreats. Susanna, Vita, Mistalin and Kiana all run away from the cornucopia. Einstein and Rita fight for a bag, but Rita gives up and retreats. Einstein, I didn't know you can throw hands like this. Kevin retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. That's an interesting choice of weapon, I guess. Durandal and Prometheus also run away from the cornucopia. Ziggy grabs a backpack, not realizing that it's empty. Typical. Sparkle and Lilia run away from the cornucopia. Senti also grabs a backpack, not realizing that it's empty. I guess everybody stays in character, huh? And Bronya prays to the Wheel of Honkai. I mean, I'm not here to criticize anyone's religion, but I don't think that will do much. Rosalia snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Hopefully she won't drink it. And Fuhua runs away from the cornucopia. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Day 1 begins. Fuhua runs away from Welt and Rita throws a knife at Mistalin's chest and kills her. It seems like we have our first blood here. Rita is staying true to her assassin nature and swiftly kills Mistalin. Although we all know that she will be fine, she's just teleported to her stigma space. Sue searches for firewood while Ado receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. This must be the person who keeps asking for Astralopi Ado on every post on Honkai's Twitter. Senti also prays to the Wheel of Honkai. First Bronya, now Senti. I don't know what praying is supposed to do here, but let's hope that it will help them. And what a turn of events! Durandal forces her father to kill Cele or Teresa. Secret refuses to kill, so Durandal kills him instead. What the actual It seems like we have a case of patricide here. I wonder how will Kiana react when she finds out that her sister killed their father. Vita discovers a river and Lilia and Kiana join Schicksal. I mean, aren't they already part? Whatever. Good for them. Prometheus calls the sky people? I guess this runs in the family. May prays to Aha. Oh no, May, I don't think you want Aha's help, to be honest. Unless you want to blow up the entire planet. Bronya does a gacha 10 pull and gets nothing. Now this is a true gamer, ladies and gentlemen. Even in the middle of a bloody survival game, Bronya knows her priorities. Rosa runs from Einstein while Sparkle stalks Su Shang. Oh no, Su Shang, run! Kevin prays to the Wheel of Honkai. Okay, that's weird given what happens in the story. Tesla sees smoke in the distance but decides not to investigate, and lastly, Susanna is attacked by Honkai beasts and dies. Well, poor Susanna, but this makes perfect sense and I could see this coming from a mile. Hopefully Su Shang won't be too sad. As day 1 ends, 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Our fallen tributes are Mistalin from District 10, Ziggy from District 11 and Susanna from District 6. Let's give them all an 07. As of now, 3 districts lost a member each, but the battle is far from over and anyone can still take it. Let's move on onto the first night. Su, May, Tesla, Fuhua and Einstein sleep in shifts. This is some odd pairings, but good for them, I guess. Cele also calls the sky people. I guess she's all in for the bloodshed, huh? Aro sets up camp for the night. Kiana and Lilia huddle for warmth. Rita cooks her food before putting the fire out. Very responsible and exactly what I would expect from Rita. Durandal goes to sleep while Kevin looks at the night sky. I swear to God that this simulation is random. I have no idea why the characters are doing exactly what you'd expect them to do in the story. Prometheus attempts to climb a tree, but falls to her death. I guess she was trying to see if the sky people are coming or not. Also, what material is she made of to break so easily from a fall? Anyway, RIP Prometheus, I guess. Santi and Teresa also huddle up for warmth, and Bronya receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. That's a weapon you don't want Bronya to have. What? This might be the most anticlimactic death in history. What a bummer. Vita and Sparkle both die from Honkai infection. First, how is this possible? Isn't Vita a god or something? I know that their canon powers don't really mean much here, but I'm disappointed. I expected so much more from these two. Anyway, let's move on. Rosa destroys Welt's supplies while he sleeps. See, this is the chaotic energy I expected from Sparkle and Vita. I'm still not over their deaths. And lastly, Su Shang prays to Kiana. I mean, I know that Kiana is the goddess of Earth, but she's your enemy now, Su Shang. And with that, the first night is over. Time for day 2. Teresa awakens her stigmata. Rita tries to sleep through the entire day. Mood. Welt receives water from an unknown sponsor while Mei defeats Fu Hua in a fight but spares her life. What a noble gesture from Mei. Hopefully this won't come back to bite her in the ass. Huh? What's happening here? Kevin attacks Sue, but he manages to escape. Wait, I thought these two were friends. Anyway, what a shocking betrayal. Rosa receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, while Cele tends to Durandal's wounds. Again, lore accurate. Santi and Kiana want to leave the solar system. Is this foreshadowing? Lilia scares off Otto. I guess we found out what is Otto's fear. Small girls with blue hair. Tesla travels to higher ground and Einstein makes a shrine dedicated to the cocoon of finality. Sure, I guess. But this time Su Shang prays to Aha. Again, not something you want to do, Su Shang. Bronya sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. And day 2 is finally over, ladies and gentlemen. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Let's salute our fallen tributes. Prometheus from District 10 and Vita and Sparkle from District 9. What a shame, and it seems like both Districts 9 and 10 are eliminated. Let's see what Night 2 will bring us. Kevin and Su Shang tell stories about themselves to each other. This is surprisingly wholesome. Su passes out from exhaustion. Cele, Einstein, Lilia, Santi and Rosa sleep in shifts. Welt receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor and Bronya quietly hums. Mei goes to sleep and Tesla tends to Durandal's wounds. Teresa looks at the night sky while Kiana, Fu Hua and Rita sleep in shifts. Oh, and it seems like Aro died from Honkai radiation. I guess they did not allow him to participate using a Solium body. Another antagonist down. Overall, a pretty uneventful night. Day 3 is here and Kevin picks flowers? You know, I always knew that under that hard exterior lies a delicate man who just wants to pick some flowers. You do you, king. Sue runs away from Santi, again, yeah, lore accurate, and Teresa and Tesla split up to search for resources. Lily and Fu Hua want to leave the solar system. Again, is this some kind of foreshadowing? Einstein fishes while Welt receives food from an unknown sponsor. Why does Welt keep receiving things from sponsors? This is the 3rd time. Cele does a gacha 10 pull and gets nothing. Oh, and Bronya strangles Rosalia to death. It seems like nothing will stop Bronya. She's willing to kill even her friends from the Cocolia orphanage. Durandal fishes while Rita prays to her little sister. Mei constructs a shack while Kiana camouflages herself in the bushes. She has a ton of experience from when she did the same to skip classes at Saint Freya. And lastly, Su Shang falls into the Sea of Quanta and dies. I guess it happens sometimes. On the bright side, she can now join Susanna in the afterlife. Day 3 comes to an abrupt end and 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. 07s for Ado from District 5, Rosalia from District 4 and Li Sushang from District 6. As you can see, District 6 is now eliminated while Districts 4 and 5 lost one member. Let's see what Night 3 has in store for us. Kiana convinces Tesla to snuggle with her while May and Welt hold hands. Lilia passes out from exhaustion. Einstein destroys Durandal's supplies while she's asleep. I guess that's smart? Oh, what do we have here? Kevin subscribed to Homo Labs. That's a very smart play by Kevin. You should follow his example and do the same if you like this kind of videos and want more. Fuhua sets up camp for the night. Teresa, Cele, Bronya, Senti and Sue sleep in shifts. And Rita tends her wound. This marks the end of Night 3. Very uneventful. Hopefully Day 4 will bring some more death. And that's exactly what it does. Day 4 starts strong with Welt attacking Rita, but Tesla protects her, killing Welt instead. I guess she was still mad that Welt left the solar system after Milk and left her to raise Joey alone. Teresa goes hunting while Durandal chases Cele. May makes a shrine dedicated to the Cocoon of Finality. Does this mean that she's basically making a shrine for Kiana? You know, since Kiana is the Cocoon's avatar? Oh, and Einstein discovers a cave. Kevin runs away from Lilia. Okay, what's up with Lilia? First, she chases Aro. Now, Kevin runs from her. Is there something I missed in the main story? Why do all the strong people fear her? Fuhua hunts for other tributes. Kiana does a gacha 10 pull and gets an S rank. That's my goddess right there. Brune explores the area while Senti fishes. Sui is attacked by Honkai beasts and dies. I guess you could say that he didn't saw that coming. And this marks the end of Day 4. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance for Welt from District 11 and Sue from District 7. RIP. It looks like District 11 is eliminated while District 7 is down to one member. I really hope that Night 4 and Day 5 will be more eventful because we need more deaths. I guess ask and you shall receive, huh? Night 4 starts strong with Kevin shooting an arrow at Durandal but misses and kills Brone instead. Well, it's not the first time. May and Lilia run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Very smart. Oh. Cele and Kiana seem to have Sesbian legs. We better move on. Tesla treats her infection while Einstein defeats Senti in a fight but spares her life. Look, first Rita, now Senti. Einstein, there is something you want to tell us? Fuhua receives clean water from an unknown sponsor while Teresa and Rita hold hands. Let's see what Day 5 will bring us. Senti and Einstein joined War Serpent. I mean, sure. Fuhua, Tesla, Cele and Randall hunt for other tributes. May scares Teresa off while Kiana and Lilia work together for the day. Rita travels to higher ground. Unfortunately, Kevin cannot handle the circumstances and commits self-killing. Oh boy, this is ironic given his story in the game. Anyway, RIP Kevin, you can join the Flame Chasers in the afterlife now. This means that all the male characters are dead now. Very fitting. What's this? Ladies and gentlemen, an unexpected arena event takes place. The organizers saw that there are too many people alive and decided to trim out the fat. A cloud of poisonous smoke starts to fill the arena. Fuhua, May, Rita, Kiana, Teresa and Lilia all survive. Senti sacrifices herself so Durandal can get away. What a noble gesture from the almighty Herrscher of Sentience. And unfortunately, Einstein, Tesla and Cele get engulfed by the cloud of poisonous smoke and die. What a turn of events! At the end of the day, 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bronya and Cele from District 2, Kevin from District 7, Senti from District 8 and Einstein and Tesla from District 12 all tragically lost their life today. RIP. This means that Districts 2, 7 and 12 are all eliminated while District 8 lost a member. Surprisingly, Districts 1 and 3 are still to lose a member. I wonder what will Night 5 bring us. Lilia calls the Sky People. Look, I guess that Mara and the Sky People are too busy at this point with plundering another planet of its resources. Both Prometheus and Cele already called them earlier and they didn't show up, so I don't think they will. Mei tends to her wounds, Kiana and Randall share a sisterly moment and huddle for warmth. Fuhua receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, and Teresa dies trying to escape the arena. Well, it's Terry over. Oh, and Rita dreams about Himeko. That's a weird dream to have, but alright. And this is night 5, let's move into day 6. Fuhua and Rita track down and kill Kiana. I guess that's it for the goddess of Earth. As Nietzsche would say, God is truly dead, ladies and gentlemen. Lilia is looking for aliens. I guess she's still waiting for the sky people, huh? And Randall kills Mei with the Judah. In an incredible turn of events, both Kiana and Mei fall in the same round. Truly a if saving you is a sin, I'll gladly become a sinner moment. As day 6 comes to an end, 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. 07s for Teresa from District 5 and Kiana and Mei from District 1. Districts 1 and 5 are eliminated and District 3 has the advantage now, with both members still alive, while both Districts 4 and 8 still have one member. Who will be the winner of the Honkai showdown? Night 6 goes literally uneventful, so we'll move up to day 7. Fuhua tends to Randall's wounds, and it looks like Lilia got tired of waiting for the Sky People and decided to take matters in her own hands by killing Rita. As the day ends, one cannon shot can be heard in the distance for Rita from District 3. Now, Districts 3, 4 and 8 all have one member alive. Anyone could be the winner. During night 7, Durandal attacks Lilia, but Fuhua protects her, killing Durandal. I guess that Fuhua really has a soft spot for kids. Moving on to day 8, only 2 contestants remain alive, Lilia from District 4 and Fuhua from District 8. Who will be the winner? Honestly, she has been wild through this entire thing. She scared off Arrow, fought Kevin, called upon the Sky People and killed Rita in cold blood. Meanwhile, Fuhua just survived somehow. Now, let's see who will become the winner as we enter day 8. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't show kindness to random kids, because they will backstab you in the back. Lilia Oleyevna is the winner of the Honkai showdown, bringing victory to District 4. I'm sure that Rosalia is a proud big sister in the heavens. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you liked this video. I never made this type of videos before, but if you want more, let me know in the comments and I might do one for the Flame Chasers or the Part 2 cast. Also, get track power scalers, Lilia is the strongest character in the entire Hoyoverse.